If you're looking for love in all the wrong places, and you're looking for something else to light up your life, then maybe you need to wake up and understand that you are love, looking for a place to happen, and that you are the light of the universe, and that you shine. How many, even those who were, all of us, how many were raised in the Protestant or Catholic, and how many heard the idea, stop hiding your light under what? Okay. And how many sang the song, little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay. Everybody repeat after me. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And here it is, see? And what is it ready to shine on? Anything you let it shine on. Everybody say, whatever I turn to, I turn into. Why? That's a law. That's a law. Look what Dr. Holmes says on the second part of this, of the handout I gave you, the subjective mind. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. The subjective mind has no self-consciousness, but is intelligently aware of the direction which it receives. It is the effect rather than a cause, a medium or a way rather than the thing or an entity. It apparently becomes an entity, but always by proxy, having no power of initiation, no self-will. Now, the challenge is to understand that we are ready to move forth. Why? Because the world is waiting for our decision to move forth, and once that decision is made and we honor it, we move forth in a positive and wonderful way. We move forth as love in action. Dr. Holmes concludes this by saying no self-will or conscious choice. It remains plastic through creative, a thing to be used, a law which must obey. There it is. Everybody say, the law of my being obeys my thinking, and becomes event. Say, whose event? See, I think I've been studying this 6 or 7 years, and that's when Dr. Fenwick Holmes introduced me to P.D. Ouspensky's work, and I found out something I didn't want to hear, even though I knew it was true, and that is I am cause to everything that happens in my life. Okay. I am cause to everything that happens in my life. Well, that's a self-awakening. Sometimes you want to run away from it. You see, God works for us by working through us. The indwelling intelligence must express in the form it creates. And there's no exception to that. Divine intelligence is present, and it is present in all levels of manifestation. There is no spot where God is not. So the idea is to move forth understanding that there is no such thing as predestination. There is no such thing as something in the universe that has a plan for you. You are what? You are the now moment in infinite mind that is waiting to do what? Discover more about itself, and it does so by means of you, not somebody else. How many have heard the concept? Beware the teaching that leads you to something other than you. Beware the teacher who leads you to something other than you. Beware anything that's leading you to depend on anything other than your own magnificence. If you say I am and you put something limited after it, you're lying to yourself. But because you believe it, the law within you will act on that belief, and that belief will become a fact. Never confuse truth with facts. Okay, how many have had some facts in your life that you had the opportunity to rethink, and all of a sudden they're no longer facts? Okay. So our challenge is to do what? Now, everybody say, I choose to be endowed with understanding. Now, you can do this. Why? Because you are intelligence. You are the intelligence of the universe. There is nothing in this universe that we know anything about that is clearer, healthier, happier, more creative, more intelligent, has more power than you and me. Therefore, since we're the highest thing we know anything about, we must be the most like that which created us out of itself. And I believe, along with a lot of metaphysicians, that God created us so it could discover something about itself in a way it couldn't discover it before. It could find out what it is as us and then discover the application of that. We find ourselves over and over and over again realizing that nothing can resist the power of effective thinking. Everybody say, nothing can resist the power of effective thinking. See, and where does that power exist? In you. Great awakening. Boy, when you realize, I'll tell you, when you wake up, this, if you're new here, don't let this startle you or scare you. There's no one who's ever lived that has more power than you have. There's no, now they may have understood it better and they may have applied it in a more positive way than you have, but there's no one who's ever had more power. They just discovered the truth of self and did what? Applied it by doing what? As Emerson said, get the bloated nothingness out of the way of the divine circuits. Okay? Jesus was asked, are you the anointed one? He said, no, don't even call me good. I'm not doing this. It's the Father within me. And then he added these. The Father within me is within you also. For what I've done, ye shall do in greater things. What in the world do you think he meant by that? He meant what I am, you are. What I've done, you can do. Follow me, don't worship me. How many know people that just sit around and worship great thinkers and they don't do anything about, they settle for that. I believe they knew it. Okay. Remember what Dr. Holmes said? It's not enough the great, the good, and the wise knew what they knew. I need to know what I myself can know. Everybody say with me, what I know, I'm doing. Everything else is just theory. See, you are greater than you think you are. Always. Always. Fulfillment. You see, the divine nature that created us out of itself, we are a divine pattern within it. We are design within it. We came forth as us. The truth of us is health. The truth of us is intelligence. The truth of us is creativity. The truth of us is the realization that we can achieve the good in our life, but we need to realize it's not automatic. We need to set it in motion. It doesn't just drop through the roof on us. We earn it. We earn it through what we give. God is present in the fields. I love the fact that, I think Reverend Lacey and I were talking about the fact that outside of my door we have a wonderful plum tree. And about the middle of February it thought it was spring. And then winter hit. Now, I'm sure that plum tree is confused about what's going on outside of it. But you know what? The plum tree knows how to be a plum tree. So I'm sure that it's going to do what? I'm sure we're going to get plums in the right time, in the right way, and whatever, because it knows how to correct it. The plum tree has no doubt that it's a plum tree, and the intelligence of plum tree that knows what to do and how to do it is doing it. Well, that challenge is also yours and mine. Challenge we have is to know that we are unlimited possibility. Today is the day the Lord has made. I am glad, I rejoice in it. And I do what? I allow myself divine inspiration, and I begin to express this understanding through every area of my life as success, as opportunity, as whatever. I will share with this because I have her permission to share it. Someone that I've been treated with in Southern California who was in a situation where demonstrated a new job and then had a situation where her expertise was a threat to those around her. It was not a comfortable situation, and so she was ready to let that go and demonstrate something healthier, happier, better, and all of that good stuff. How many have been in that kind of situation similar? Okay, so we gave a treatment. Guess what? Before 24 hours was over, somebody called her and hired her closer, more money, better, blah, blah, blah. What happened? Instead of just whining, moaning, and groaning about, I made the wrong decision, she did what? She chose to make the right decision and then give it what? Permission to become her experience, which happened almost immediately. Almost immediately. If you find out you're going the wrong direction, don't keep going in that direction, complaining because you made the wrong turn. Stop, put the brakes on, find out where you are, where you want to be, and then go there. How many know people who are in the wrong direction and they just keep going in that direction, complaining about it? How many know people who, Einstein's concept, and Albert Einstein taught at our at our institute. He was great friends with Dr. Holmes, and pointed out very clearly that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to keep having the same results. And insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You're not going to do it. Everybody say 2 + 2 is 4. Now, a lot of people are out there, all they will do is keep the equation, 2 + 2, but they're praying to something up in the sky to turn it into 5. Everybody say, if I want 5, I change the equation. And what happens? 5 shows up. You have to make it show up? No. All you have to do is understand the principle and then apply it. The principle and then apply it. Everybody say, the same intelligence that guides the earth around the sun is acting through me, within me, as me. It is the one mind. I use it for the wonderful. And I can do this because I am the wonderful. You certainly are. You are full of wonder, full of light, full of joy, full of intelligence, full of creativity. Everybody affirm with me, I am full of it. Yes, you are, and it's love. Namaste. Thank you for being here this morning.